Howdy craft friends, it's Cheri. I'm not in the craft camper. I'm actually in an Airbnb in Pennsylvania. It's really cool too. You'll have to stay tuned. I'll have to give you a tour. But anyway, I brought my Sentro 22 with us and this package from Grumpy Head Designs. We're going to put the new gears in it and see how it does. So let's go. Let's get into it. All right, so let's get this open. Let's see what we got. We got cute package. I don't know if you can see that. The light here isn't too great. Let's see. So it looks like we have a new handle, and I don't want to lose any of my parts. A little Allen wrench. Let me get that out of the way. Let's see what else is in here. I think it's going to be pretty self-explanatory. I don't know what. Oh, it's like some kind of lubricant, it looks like, guys. We'll have to see. I guess I should probably look it up on how to do this. Probably I need to do that before we start in. Okay. So I got all the stuff. We were looking for a toothpick to be able to put the grease on, but we found a Q-tip here in this house. So I'm going to put the handle on first. It didn't show that in the video, but that's what I'm going to do. So I think for me to do that, I got to take the screw out. So let me set that there. We're by a window. I'm sitting on the floor because it was the best. It was the best light. So, okay, so I put that through there. I'm going to use the, I brought a screwdriver from home that came with one of my Sentros. I'm going to use that to hold that in place. Hopefully that'll work. And then I think this slides into the slots. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably not. Into there. So they give you an Allen wrench to do this. I don't know if I've got this lined up though. We shall see. Let me do it this way. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, so I guess I did that right. If you tighten it down too tight, it doesn't spin. So there we go. It's a little rough.
It should be all right.
Okay. So now I will take, on the video it said to take like all the screws out of the back sides here. So we're going to do that. There. But my screw hasn't come out yet. My screw doesn't want to come out of the hole. Maybe I'll just leave it in there, huh? Won't hurt anything.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Okay, we'll just leave it in there. All right, let's take it apart. Oh, no, it's the sticky foot that's holding it. Okay, that's fine. All right, so there's one part. Okay, so now I can pull this out, I believe.
You have to take the knob off?
No.
Nope.
It is greasy though, so I don't, oh yeah, it's really greasy on the bottom. So I probably do not want to set it on this carpeting. So let's pause right there for a moment. So we went and got a paper towel, and now I'm going to take off this part that's holding this in. I kind of messed my ring up, but I think I got it back where it needs to go to. All right, so we're gonna get that off. I'm just gonna set that there. Let me see if I can find where my other screw went. There we go. And then we'll look at my gear here because I think it's all gnarled up. Yeah. It's not too bad looking. Not really. It's a little wore down though. And you can see it's oh, that's plastic bits. So I've chewed up the other gearing. Yeah, those are plastic bits. So yeah, so we're gonna replace that. Okay, so now I'm gonna hold this. Hopefully I can keep the ring on there. And you can see the gears here. I think, see how that's all gunky? Mm-hmm. Looks like those gears are all right. So hopefully it'll be okay. It almost looks like Vaseline. It doesn't have any odor. So let's just go. And we'll lube this all up here. I don't know how lubricated it needs to be.
Well, when you crank it, it'll get on the other gears.
All right, we'll put some more. They give you quite a bit here. Yeah, that seems to be working all right. It's probably better to have too much.
You pour more on it after you get it in place too.
All right, so now I got to put that back in place here. And I'm lifting my ring up, so I'll have to probably move that back in. Okay, and then I don't know if you can see that, but now I've got to screw it back into place. Okay, so I got that in there, and now I gotta screw this little piece back in. All right. So once I get that all down, we'll start putting it back together. So I added a little extra lube in there, and then I'm just kind of cranking it to kind of get that circulated. But now, okay, so I think that's pretty good. This took me a hot second to figure this out. I had to watch the video, but there's like a cutout curve part, and then it just goes like right underneath, so where those screw holes are on either side. All right, so then I think we can slide this guy. We got it all snapped in. I would have showed you it, but I had to like finagle it just a little bit, and now it's all together. And I think those are just to kind of reinforce it. So now we'll go through and put our screws in. Okay, so let's crank it. It's a little squeaky. Seems to work though. Okay. We've fiddled around with this thing several times, and what I've found is that there's like wedges in there, and it has to be in there. They have to be in there, but with them in there, I cannot use like the panel setting. It'll pop it off. So we're going to try it now with just the tube setting. It definitely, I think it definitely cranks better, but we'll see here. Oh, you know what? I have it in panel setting. Let me make sure it's in tube. I can't cast on unless it is. There we go. So let's see here. I'll get it cast on. I will say though, this is definitely an alternative if you've, broken your gears and you want to replace them. It's, they seem to work, but I still, in all honesty, prefer the Addy 22. This is still quite finicky. You'll see it's working. And it seems to be, it cranks a little harder. I can feel it every now and then, but we're not getting that popping. So they've got it figured out with the wedges and things that come with it. And it's pretty quality. I mean, in terms of the gearing and the handle and all of that. So this is definitely an alternative if you don't want to replace your machine. But, however, guys, if you're going to use it a lot, I would probably just get an Addy 22, not gonna lie. I mean, it's working. I think it's gonna be hard to get good tension with thicker yarn. I think I'm pulling it out here so I don't have it. Mr. Bant's holding it down for me since I don't have a board. You say hi, Darren.
Hi.
All right.
It's not wanting to stay put either.
No, it's not smooth. So here's the tube that I did with it, and I had just a little bit of tension variation there. It does knit up well, and those gears are built really well, so it is an alternative if you have broken gears on your Sentro 22 and don't want to spend the money on an Addy 22. But if you can get the Addy 22, I think just overall it's a better built machine for making stuff. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are if you've gotten these replacement gears, and if you've had any trouble with the panel setting.